started there.
I'm the guy.
This guy's a pagan. We started there. I don't care.
Who have we got then?
This week we are talking about Sailor. I like that you've gone to Spotify, scroll to the bottom, hit play, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm early. I made it.
My favourite Sailor song.
Okay, that's like my favorite as well.
Is it?
So big up your thing.
Look at us, you got some taste, bro. Episode 6.
Back again.
We're here. Let's get cracking, bro.
Yeah.
What are we saying? Vinyl of the week. It's your turn apparently.
It's my turn.
Last week we did say it was going to be me, but
did we?
I texted you. I texted you yesterday and was like, "Are you doing the vinyl of the week?" And then that was a test, and you failed. But yeah, I'll give it to you.
I thought it was my turn.
No. You did 2 in a row, so it's going to be me. But it's fine.
Oh.
So over to you. And what is
This guy's so petty.
what is the vinyl? Or a lot. We've had some feedback about the vinyl of the week as well, didn't we? On TikTok. And it's a lot of people refer to vinyl as records, right?
Or singular.
Yeah, or singular. Yeah. It's not
like,
vinyls because it's made of vinyl and it's a record. But I don't really care. I'm not gonna lie. We're new to the game, man. It's all for love, bro. It's all for the music. So we're sticking with vinyl of the week, innit? So yeah. So go on. What is it? What are we saying?
All right, so this one is John Bellion, The Human Condition, is this week's Vinyl of the Week.
Okay.
Are you familiar with this album?
No, I'm not even familiar with the artist. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I'm aware of the name,
Yeah.
but so that's it. So I'm interested to hear a little bit about this.
Yeah, so this was the first my first like discovery of him as an artist. So it's called Human Condition. This is his debut studio album.
Okay.
He had a few other projects before, but obviously sometimes it's a semantics thing. This is the debut. Yeah, this was my first introduction to him. I think the first track that I heard was a track called All Time Low,
Okay.
which I think is like his most streamed song.
Yeah. So what type of music is this we're saying?
It's kind of hard to place. So on the cover you can see it's sort of like him in this sort of in the sunset, and you've got like almost this sort of like Greek sort of setting in like angels and demons type thing. But he essentially is holding his MPC.
Yeah.
Which is a big part of his production and also his live show as well. And so it's it's quite hard to describe really. So he's like a very, very good songwriter, just sort of by trade, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously he has his artistic expression as well.
Is there any like artist that you would liken him to, or if you like this person, maybe give him a go? Am I giving you too much?
It's a trick. I can't lie.
What can you do to persuade me to listen to this guy?
All right, so you like samples.
Okay.
He's heavy on the sample side of things. Like he's like with the MPC, he's kind of like, I mean, he's Fred again before Fred again in the sense of the way that he's sort of on the MPC, chopping stuff up,
doing everything live.
Yeah. It's like, it's honestly so sick to watch. So I saw him. I think it was he touring this album. It was at Shepherd's Bush Empire.
Okay.
And this was one of the best shows I think that I've been to. Like, firstly, all of the crowd are like super fans in it. So everyone knows every word, which is like always nice to like, just from an atmosphere point of view. And yeah, just the energy that he brings on stage is incredible. The journey he takes you on from some of the more upbeat songs to some of the more introspective ones. I think it's like I was super, super impressed.
And so when did this album come out?
2017.
Oh, okay.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, so lots of sampling and like it's like vocal sampling, chopping and screwing, and then like lots of instrumentation alongside, lots of sort of synths, heavy from the percussion side of things. And he is like, he kind of sings and raps, and it's a bit some of the delivery's a bit spoken as well. Yeah. So like it's very. He's incredible at storytelling through the music is one thing that I'll say. And yeah, it just takes you, as I said with the live show, it really takes you on a journey. And some of it's sort of like a bit nostalgic as well, but it's super personal to him. And so you really feel like you get to know him, but then he also speaks on like bigger sort of, I wouldn't say world issues, but bigger topics, I guess.
Right, okay.
But in a way that's very creative. I don't really know what else to say. It's one of those ones where if you haven't checked it, I would definitely recommend that you sit with that album and play it from top to bottom.
So this is the debut studio album, but is this your favorite as well? You're saying like if I need a point of entry, go to this.
Yeah, definitely go to this. Definitely go to this. So just a bit on the vinyl quickly. So it's, I like myself.
Yeah,
what
kind of special vinyl have we got?
So this one is transparent,
okay,
little see-through number. Obviously it's a double LP.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Obviously the stickers from the artwork it makes it stand out because of that as well. It's one of those ones where listening to it in its entirety, like it kind of makes sense and showcases you something of everything.
Okay.
He's interesting. So in the more recent times, like he's like focused a lot on his mailing list side of things, and he's come to a point where he's like just putting songs out in the traditional sense, just online and stuff. He was like, it's feeling a bit strange for me, and I don't feel like I'm fully getting the almost like the fan's a weird word, isn't it? But like the engagement with the audience and being able to really story tell something without the need to sort of do your 15-second social media post or anything that's like outlandish. And so, yeah, he's been doing a lot of dialogue via his mailing list and putting music there exclusively and putting like some videos there.
I think as well, going back to your point when you were talking about the concert that you went to, I think that's how you build that loyal, like super fan base, because if they're only giving you bits and bobs and in like very specific locations, it's the people that go find it there. When they do, they're in. Because
of that, it's like quite an emotional journey through to show us as well. And then he did this is a mad thing at the end where like there's a big mashup of everything and a grand finale moment and stuff. And I was like, this is cold. And I was like on the balcony bit, and you're seeing like the sea of the crowd who are standing like just losing their minds, jumping up and down and stuff. I was like, but then at the same time, it can be like more pensive as well. So yeah, man, definitely check it out. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good addition. I've got to listen to it first.
Yeah, you got to listen to it first
before I give you the. I can't just be going off of what you're saying after.
I should have anticipated that you didn't know and then to be able to explain it a bit better.
No. I think that's good enough. I think if you're telling me this is the best point of entry, so we'll go for it and we'll see how it is. Okay, cool.
It's definitely one you can appreciate, like whether or not it's like to your flavor, like, and you can appreciate his talent for it.
All right, good addition. What's going on anyways? What's happening? You've been on holiday since we last recorded. We recorded 2 weeks ago or something like that. So
yeah, I was on holiday for a week.
Yeah, living the life of luxury and that, is it? Lapping it up, is it?
getting some sun. I don't know about luxury.
Yeah, where did you go?
Where?
Yeah.
My wife and I was in Dubai for a week. Seeing some friends and taking it easy, chilling out.
Yeah, you go there quite often, isn't it?
Yeah, like, been a couple times. I'm not like jet set.
Yeah, man's there. It's like second home and that, isn't
it? Please, yeah. No, Emirates card coming through soon.
Yeah, but, I've never been to Dubai, so it's still on my list of places to go.
It is a very, very unique place. I don't know about you. Actually, I do know about you.
Yeah,
and we're quite similar. Like we both find it quite hard to relax.
Yeah,
in a sense of like, there's always something to do or something that we want to feel productive in whatever we're doing. So
if I take like 2 days off of doing like absolutely nothing, I get a bit anxious. I'm not gonna lie, because the back of my head, I'll be like, you should be doing something. Like literally. You've not earned like multiple days off, and I need to be doing stuff anyways. Like if we've had a few viewers of this podcast, they've probably seen me like being jittery and bouncing around. I've made a note to myself today that I'm gonna try do that less. I've failed already. I've moved around quite a bit, but I'm gonna keep myself to myself and just like I've got a little box here, and I'm not gonna move that much and that. But yeah, so I'm a fidgety person, innit? So if I go on holiday, I can't just be like lying down in the sun. Like I need to be doing something like sport or like something, right?
One advantage was that you don't have roaming on my phone network over there.
Oh, okay, right.
So I could like try as I wasn't amazing at it, but try my best to like detach from my phone.
I was trying to message you weren't.
Please.
That explains it. I was like, why is this guy not replying? I'm checking the time. I'm like, okay, the time in Dubai is like, it's like in the morning.
Yeah, it was gaps.
Afternoon, I was like, he should be just look at his phone.
To be fair, there's Wi-Fi like more or less everywhere there, but I was trying to like...
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Because my default, especially, I don't know, we both work in like quite fast-paced roles at work and stuff, and so your default is to be like quite attached to your phone, innit? And just checking all the time. And so I was like, let me do my best to not do that. Yeah. And I'll be real. I've not really read a book for a long time. I read 2 books while we were away.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So that was a nice like escape.
Fiction, non-fiction, what we saying?
So fiction.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, because so me.
Big imagination. Man, like you. Yeah. Because a bunch of the man them don't read fiction anymore, innit? It's really bad.
Yeah.
Everyone's imaginations have depleted.
That's
Everyone's
what I'm
just
saying.
it's non-fiction, got like business planning and
This is what I'm saying.
mental health and all this, which is good, but like we do need to.
But there's time and place of like
so unwind sometimes, isn't it?
Maybe we're too preconditioned now, but watching stuff is better, more of an escape because it's easier.
Yeah.
But growing up, I used to read bear. Yeah, it brings me on to a question. So for you, how do you relax, or how do you feel recharged?
I like to like burn myself out, and then just like the full day of me just not doing anything, or like a couple of days, and then I'm kind of ready to do other things. So
literally nothing, just like literally mooching.
Yeah, literally just nothing. I could be in like bed. I think it's needed sometimes, but I can't do it all the time because then I feel guilty. It's only when my body's like, you need to shut down. You need to relax.
It's important, man. Rest is important.
So.
I feel that as well. That's funny. We've been on a holiday before and like we've like shared rooms and stuff. I'd be like, wait, what are you saying in the morning? I'm making sure, like, say we're doing a half board. And I'm making sure I'm getting his breakfast buffet. And you're like, don't chat to me. Like, don't chat to me.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person.
We're not leaving the hotel till like 2. And I'm thinking like
opposite to what I was saying in terms of that. Like, I don't like, because I'm not a punctual person anyway, isn't it? Like, I'm late to most things. I'm organized, but like, don't tell me to get up at 8 o'clock just for breakfast. Kind of. I don't even eat breakfast, so like, why am I? Or just because I'm abroad and it's like free with the room? I'm gonna force my way downstairs, have some dusty like some continental breakfast,
bro,
or like the worst version of bacon known to man. Like, what is this, man? Like, I understand when people say they don't eat swine and that. When you go on holiday and you see pork over there, that's different, bro. So no, I'm not dragging myself out all grumpy and that, having like some weird fake orange juice that's clearly been mixed in the back room. Like, I don't need that, bro. I'd rather just wake up, like, I wake up at like 10, 11 o'clock, like, casually get out of bed and then be like, oh yeah, we're going to do this for the day. We're going to do this excursion or whatever. And then you do it, innit? But I'm not doing it for breakfast. Like, come on. Like,
some basic breakfast.
Get off of it.
I agree.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I've been suffering in London without you since you've been gone, mate. I didn't know what to do with myself, Been trying to message this guy, but I can't call him, Because we're doing this now, so we're in contact more than we were usually, probably, innit?
Probably, yeah.
I'm not really good in like staying in contact.
I mean, I'm not gonna message you and be like, hey, how are you? Like, no, we chat, we see each other enough.
I think that's a problem though, isn't it? Like, especially with guy friends, we don't holler at each other and just to check up on each other and that, like, and say, oh yeah, I haven't spoken to you in a while. How you doing and stuff. I'm trying to do that more now. I've made an effort just to like holler at people every now and then just to check in.
But yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be more mindful of. Like what someone we spoke about before, Quincy's very good at this, just picking up the phone and calling. And sometimes I'm like, it'll catch me at a time where I'm like at a work meeting or something. Obviously, his schedule's a bit different to the rest of us. And so when he's free,
he's on international.
You can see
time.
He's intentional and he'll be like, well, I'm going to phone these a lot, which is good. And maybe I should be better at that.
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to be. Again, I don't love being on the phone either, but it's better than text.
I get, and well, that's the whole
in person. That's the whole other thing. In person is my bag.
I don't like text. I don't like phone call. Like, anyone who knows me knows that I don't like phone calls.
Oh, bro, for years you would never pick up
at all. To do this podcast was a big step for me. Like, because I get anxiety. I hate the sound of my voice so much.
But it's mad. But we used to do like stage shows at school.
Yeah, but that's fine, isn't it? Like, I'm not shy, but I just don't. Yeah, I just get phone anxiety and like hearing myself back and stuff.
Oh, it's the worst. It's
terrible. So I had to get over that. Now I'm just like, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just sound terrible. You're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, everybody's just
gonna have to deal with it.
We're used to it now.
Yeah.
All right, recent rotations. This week, I believe you have 4.
I've got 4. I've got multiple cue cards as well. Look at me, man.
Look at that.
We're using the merch.
Tune into the brand.
I'm not mucking about here. Yeah.
All right. Well, I have 2. So
right.
you
always just gonna have 2. Is that your thing
off.
now? You're always just not gonna have Three is the magic number.
I know it is.
So I've told you, I've got like 3.5. Because
so we can share that one, bro.
Yeah. So
you end on that one. Let's go.
I'm ending on the half. So I'm going first, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So recent rotations. My first is going to be a UK artist. I've done well this week. I've got a UK artist. Name is Taylor. That's Tayllr. The song is 24. And there's a feature with Duckworth from there as well.
Oh, cool.
This came out start of November. I think like 12th of November or something. It's his like 6th single of the year or something. So he's been releasing quite a bit. He's been out. To be fair, this is my first time hearing him. But he's been about since like 2020. It's just a good song. It's like UK hip hop. If you listen to it, you'd understand why I like it, because it's like it's like quite American, like Smino, J Prince kind of style. It's got really like a really good like guitar bass line in the background, and he's just flowing on the beat and that. So I'm just here for it. It's nice vibes. But yeah, give him a listen to Taylor 24.
All right, cool.
That's number 1, bro.
Shout him out.
Let's go. What have you got, bro?
My recent rotation, we're going novelist.
Okay.
UK rapper.
Okay.
But look at that. 2 UKs off the bat.
We're doing it. Rapping the UK in that.
All right, so novelist, the tune is Optimus.
Okay.
I'm not too sure how I come across it, to be fair. No, actually, yeah, I was having a conversation about him, and I was like, oh, I should check for what Nov's been putting out recently. Yeah. And then I saw at the time, I felt like this was the most recent one. It was earlier in the year, so he's had a couple features and stuff since, and putting out some other music. But this one caught my attention off the bat, to be fair. I would describe it as like a laid back banger, personally. So the production of it is like the banger side of it. and then his delivery is more like laid back.
Okay.
Like, it's like obviously lower cadence, British accent, and the delivery is like measured and controlled, but like it's slapping at the same time. Yeah. So it's interesting, this. It's effectively like a grime instrumental with the sounds that are incorporated. However, the tempo is like around 120, whereas grime's obviously traditionally like more around the 140 mark. Yeah. But yeah, he produced it himself. So pretty talented. Yeah. In terms of the sound, like describing some of the grime elements of it, like it's a bit mechanical and a bit industrial at times, but also futuristic, if that makes any sense, with like robotic sounding synths. And yeah, the energy of the beat, as I say, like kind of contrasts to his like laid back intonation, I guess you would say, because he's still like attacking the lyrics and his energy, but it's not like, I don't know, like a Travis, say, when he's like close to, he's like shouting sometimes. It's more controlled in the same way that Skepta is as well. Like, it's effortless flow. And yeah, this one, as I say, it's only 120, so it's not crazy tempo, but the energy in the production, this one is perfect for gym, in my opinion. So,
perfect for gym. What's the song called again?
It's called Optimus. So yeah, do check it out. Like, this one for me is one I've just been going back to again and again. So I
mean, speaking of gym, that leads me to my second recent rotation.
What a segue. Flip it.
So yeah, my next recent rotation has been one of my recent gym tunes. I've got a new song into the rotation of my gym songs, which is nice. So the artist is Zloopers. That's Zloopers. So Z.
Okay.
Looper.
Never heard of them.
Or Z Loopers. So yeah, I've been listening to this guy for a while. I've got like, he released an album in 2020, I want to say. Yeah. Value of Life, which again has got a couple of songs that I listen to in the gym. But I hadn't really checked for him like for anything else. It was just like, it's one of those times like you hear a song on your Spotify like playlist come up or something. Yeah, sure. And you're like, banger, and you just add it, and you don't really
you don't go deeper.
You don't delve any deeper. You're like, this is it, and then that's it. So yeah, so he's got a song called "Push Me Around," which is featuring Zach Fox, who's also one of my guys as well. And and it's off of a new album called Dally Ain't Dead. And yeah, it's just like Jim. I was getting a bit too excited there, but yeah, for Jim, like it's got that. It's the opposite to your last rotation. The hook is actually quite shouting, quite almost like a chant.
Okay, interesting. Just like heavy lifting, motivation.
Like, yeah, can't push me around. Yes. And it's like you're pushing weights, and yeah. So you get a bit gas. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that is a big tune. Zach Fox in it goes in as well. And yeah, I listen to Zach Fox quite a lot. He does like quite a lot of hip hop with like almost like comical tones and stuff. Obviously, anyone who's watched Abbott Elementary's and that as well. But then he also does like house and stuff on the side. So he's quite talented. So I think that's how I found this song, was through him.
Okay, cool.
Nice. And I was like, yeah, this is a tune. This is a beat. This gets me going. So yeah, Zalupa's Push Me Around. Give it a go.
Sick. We're going to have to get this gym playlist going at some point.
I know.
Has to happen. All right, cool. I'm going to check that out for sure.
Yeah, do it, man.
Cool. My second and final recent rotation of the day is City Boy Mo.
Okay.
New tune called Me or Ma. Me or M-A, Ma.
Yeah.
Just in case. Clarity. So yeah, this one, I feel like you'll like it because like there's a clean vocal sample that is like throughout. And I think if I don't know where it's from, I tried to figure it out and I'm not too sure, but it sounds almost gospel-y, which is kind of very much in contrast to the rest of the sonic of it. And, you know, gospel samples always sound clean.
Yeah.
So yeah, sort of chopped up a bit. His vocal delivery on this is more like Nave Smallsy, really. Like it's a bit more trap wave.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, interesting because I feel like he's also got the sort of more mellow abilities to just deliver like a clean sung vocal as well. But yeah, I would say, obviously we spoke before that I'm typically lean more lyrics and stuff, but this one is definitely more like vibes and feeling. And it's just like, sounds very clean. I'll say the melodies of both the beat and his vocals are really interesting and engaging. In terms of the genre pocket of it, like it's definitely R&B. Just a bit of a jam, really. It's quite laid back. Although by contrast to that, the lyrics he's talking about is sort of like also quite personal. Talking about, I guess, just not, you know, he doesn't speak too personally, but like it's speaking about environment, speaking about sort of struggles and conflicts. And I guess sort of like a bit of resilience through that as well. But yeah, man, it's probably not crazy dissimilar to Chromo, who you mentioned a while back. But yeah, City Boy Mo, Me or Ma, definitely check that one out.
City Boy, Me or Ma. Okay, I've got to give it a listen to. That sounds like a bit of me, to be fair. Is that, you're done now, aren't you?
Yeah, that's my two, bro.
Right. So I've made sure, well, I haven't made sure, like before in the past few episodes, I've been like mentioning a lot of R&B in it. So I just wanted to let people know I'm not too soft in it. Like I'm a big man. You know what I mean? So
Let them know.
I've kept it 100 and just like, yeah, double down with hip hop and that. So, you know, I've always got one old tune that I've got to bring out. So we're going to 93.
Okay.
One of the golden ages of hip hop, of course. We're going De La Soul. Is what we've got. Break of Dawn is the tune. I was listening to it on the way here, actually. Big tune. It's on their third album, I want to say. And yeah, sample work on that. It's going back to our last episode of End of the Week was MJ. Mm-hmm. I said my favorite song was I Can't Help It. That is a sample in this song. So samples I
look at you. I said joining the dots.
It's a whole world, bro. Welcome to 95. The samples I Can't Help It, and they've got a sample of Smokey Robinson in there as well.
How greedy.
Yes, yeah. they've got two legends just on one beat to smash. I don't know how they could clear stuff like that.
Yeah, mental.
I have no idea. But but I wanted to mention that song especially, and just them in general, because they've got a new album that's come out in November.
Right.
It's come out 21st of November. I haven't even listened to it yet. I'm not gonna lie, but I just know it's going to be good. They had an album that came out a few years ago. That was very good. They're one of the few kind of old school hip hop groups that have managed to release like very good quality music like throughout their career. Like it obviously has changed. It's not like there's not like doing boom bap or like jazz rap still. Do you get me? Like it has changed, but they've still like stayed true to their identity, which I find really cool. So I can't wait to listen to the album "Come in the Sky" as well. But
that's mad impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just longevity is crazy,
career, man.
It's crazy. So so that's my 3. My half. When I say half, it is a tune, obviously, but it's just I've more mentioned it to just give you a bit of surprise that I'm
okay, yeah.
So my fourth recent rotation is Digga D. DPMO.
That is surprising. I'll give you that.
Because again, I think I've been playing that in the gym a little bit.
Goodness.
I don't know. Like again, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know about all music, innit? I don't really know about the UK rap scene like that.
Yeah, fair.
So I know Digga D's one of the guys. I don't know if he's like up there or is he just popular. I don't know, bro. But the tune, it's good. It's a good tune. And I think we had a conversation about Digga D like with friends and stuff like a few months ago. And that maybe did he have like a big concert or something at some point or something? Yeah,
he played Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah. Maybe it was around that time, and then people were saying that they were going to it or they're not going to it and stuff. So I was just in the corner room while you guys were having that conversation. I was like, this Digga D guy, maybe I should be. if everyone's listening to him and he's going to Royal Albert Hall and that, maybe I should try to listen to him. So when that like popped up on my feed, I was like, let me give it a go.
Okay, interesting.
And I'm here for it. It's in the rotations, bro. So
let's go.
Can't complain. Shout out to Digga D and that. And that's my lot. What do you think?
I'm glad. I'm interested that you're tapped in with Digga. To be fair, he's obviously been inside for a while, and he's back. I think this is his first release back since he's been back home.
This little news to me, bro.
It's a nice little launch for him. He's a very talented rapper, I think. And the energy that he brings with the tunes, like often it goes off in the clubs and stuff. He's done a couple projects and stuff. I don't think I've taken in all of the projects, but he's got some good singles there as well. Good selection.
I'm on the post now, mate. I'm a part of that UK rap scene. Shout out to the guys. Right. Yeah. You want to start saying? You think you're the guy? I'm the guy. I
thought I was doing that ventriloquy for a minute there.
I'm the guy.
This guy's a pagan. We started there. I don't care. All right. Man said that I opened my mouth, a noise came out from you.
Yeah. Fine.
That's crazy.
Fine. You go. God, we're doing artist spotlight. What are we saying? What are we saying?
No, one upman shit was crazy. Right. So as I was about to get into it, this week's artist spotlight is facilitated by myself. I won't say led because I feel like you might feel a way about that.
Yeah.
And we.
Well, it's about time. It's about time, to be fair.
Oh yeah, you can put that.
I'm on 2 in a row now. I've been doing all the work.
All right, you did put a late one prepping for Elmine last time, so fair play to you. Big up.
Who have we got then? Come on then.
All right, this week we are talking about SAILOR.
Okay.
You familiar with SAILOR?
I am familiar with SAILOR.
Okay. That's a start.
Yeah, I'm early in the game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, look at that.
But this is an artist that I've heard of and has been on my social media because of the people that I follow like on Instagram and stuff. Like she's always like in those circles. But I haven't really checked for her music properly. Like I listened to like her, the first single that's on Spotify anyways, Weathered. But after that, there's a big gap, and then I know there's an album and stuff. And like, as we mentioned, like a couple episodes back, in terms of like the Narcent album, because she's on that. Mm-hmm. And obviously, we mentioned the Jordan Award single as well. Mm-hmm. And obviously, she was on that as well. So I've heard her featuring in quite a few things with artists that I like, but I haven't given her justice to actually listen to her and that. So
Alright, cool. So we're gonna get into that today. I like that you've gone to Spotify, scroll to the bottom, hit play, and you're like, I'm early. I made it.
I was there. I was because I remember because
you would have been about.
Yeah, I was definitely about. I remember when there was quite a bit of like a fuss about when she first came. I feel.
Yeah.
And I was aware of it. In like it was only a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's recent still. Yeah.
So if she had done things earlier than that, it's a wrap for me. I'm not gonna lie. I was not a part of it.
All right, cool. So we're gonna find that out today, aren't we? All right, cool. Let's get into it. So we're gonna do a bit of an overview.
Yeah.
We're gonna discuss some timeline, and then we're gonna have conversation, a couple questions, and just figure it out. So whether this is your first encounter with her, right?
Yeah.
We're saying, all right, cool, fair. So that is indeed her first release on Spotify, which is 2023. Will be at December, so not wildly long ago, to be honest.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, let's take it all the way back. So Sailor, for anyone who doesn't know, we're gonna dumb it right down. She is Vietnamese American, and so her name's Sailor. So it's SAILORR.
Yes,
just for listeners who might need to search that one out. So yeah, I guess she actually started off her career going by Sailor Goon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, which is kind of like a play on Sailor Moon, the notorious anime character.
Yeah, shout out Sailor Moon on that.
So she went by Sailor Goon, and she was actually a DJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's always been like in and around, I guess, the music side of things. And then there was also another artist or creative who went by the same name, Sailor Goon, and so she was like, something's gonna have to change here.
Oh, right.
And so she lost the Goon. And then added another R, obviously, for like searchability and unique reasons, which I personally do quite like. So that's a bit of, I guess, the like admin side and explanation of it. But then she has also said, like, on a deeper level, speaking to her heritage, a lot of Vietnamese immigrants travel to America by boat. So I guess hence the allusion to one being a sailor at the same time.
Right. I never really thought that deep into that.
So it is a subtle tie.
Because you can see just the way like she presents herself and stuff in her visuals and that. Like she like very much has her identity in the forefront of her character and that, which is cool. But I never really even thought about the name being a part of that as well.
It's quite nice.
And then, so it's quite cool.
In some of her imagery as well, there's like an anchor as well. I don't know whether you might have seen.
I didn't even think about this stuff, man. I'm surface level.
Bro, I am as well.
I'm surface level, bro. I'm just hearing it. I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, this looks nice. This sounds good.
Bro.
Yeah. This is good.
It's interesting though, because you're very critical and forward thinking when it comes to watching things. Like when I say like episodes or films and that.
Yeah. It's kind of.
I get music.
I feel disappointed in myself, like especially artists.
Yeah, these men are trying out.
They try and they actually put work in, and I'm just like some idiot that's just watching.
And you're like, oh yeah,
good. Sounds good.
Literally, this is vibes.
Yeah. So okay, fair.
Anyway, so big up her in it for the sort of meaning behind it and the homage to like her heritage, especially living in America. It's impressive, and being Vietnamese in America is obviously like a minority. So for her to bring that with her and then reflect it in the music, I think is very cool. And I guess also if we're talking about that side of things and culture and appearance, she also wears black grills as well.
Yeah,
you may have noticed, or people may have seen in like the way that she presents, which is a nod again to tradition in some parts of Southeast Asia. Whereby they would dye their teeth black, which is a representation of like maturity, wealth, beauty, and she made a like funny analogy to it. She was like, "This is like, I ain't rocking no chains or jewelry or flexing like this, but for me, this is my way of like flexing and my nod to my heritage," which I thought is quite cool as well.
Yeah, I rate that.
So yeah, getting into the musical side of things, for anyone who's unfamiliar with her sound is essentially anchored in R&B. But clearly influenced by hip hop as well. And yeah, interestingly, fun fact, like she did musical theater when she was in middle school, and I think that is something that you can kind of tell by the way that she, I think at least, delivers some of her vocals. In terms of like, I feel like some of the storytelling can be, obviously not Broadway or West End vibes, but like quite theatrical.
Okay.
There's thought and consideration gone into the intonation and the pacing and the way in which she's like constructing both her delivery, but also the way that the vocal interplays with the production and stuff, which I think is very cool. One thing I feel like has helped her like really, I guess, cut through is her rawness and her like honesty and I guess vulnerability in the lyrics that she delivers, and the way that she can touch on like sensitive stuff around heartbreak or identity and that sort of thing, but often with like airs of humor as well, and quite scathingly as well. Sometimes like scathing, self-deprecating, or sarcastic, or just quite witty, which I think really helps one to be like relatable when you're building an audience. And then she does that sort of in tandem with what she presents visually on videos or socials, whereby like it's all very like super well curated. The detail in everything that she puts out like is kind of second to none. And then
I feel like there's a couple of like especially R&B artists, like female artists that are quite good at that in terms of like lyrically telling kind of like everyday situations that like listeners could be a part of and stuff. Like SZA's quite good at that, and Summer Walker's quite good at that as well. So yeah, and I definitely agree. Like Sailor's in that kind of bag when it comes to like songwriting, I would say. So yeah, it's good to see, and she's got such a clear identity, which like
100%,
I think helps a lot as well.
Definitely, and part of that she translates online is something that her fans are gravitating to as well. So she went on tour in like the summer, and before the show she was posting like fit-ins post to the show, like giving people like options of what you could wear on every part of your body type thing to be like in that lane, which I thought was quite sick. So yeah, I think it's quite cool. Like, if you're resonating with the lyric and you want to sort of like take it a step further, she's like, well, check this out. Even the way that she sort of like posted it was very much on brand, which I thought was quite sick. As I said, visuals are impressive. The creative direction again is like attention grabbing, because of that level of detail that I mentioned. And just to share an example of that, so one of her real first singles that really broke through that we'll get to is a track called Pookie's Requiem, and she did it on the Radar performance of that, which you'll have seen on the Radar quite a lot. So like green neon light in the back, and you just sort of like perform your song on it. But she was like, I'm gonna take it a step further, and she got like a harness and like performed it upside down.
Oh really? I don't think I've seen that.
And she had her hair like done in two ponytails, two pigtails.
Yeah.
And so it's like she's upside down, these two long strands of hair like flowing to the ground, and she's still singing. And it's like very, it's one of those things where you see it and you're like, well, I'm kind of I have to be involved now. This is like what's going on?
What is happening here?
And it still sounds great. So yeah, just the thought that goes into it, is clever. Should we get into the project? Yeah, let's get into the project.
Let's do it, man. Let's see what this album's saying. What's is it album? EP?
So it's mixtape. It's mixtape. Yeah. So I was
what's the difference?
I don't think she's too mixtape project, whatever. But it's not an album. Obviously, she's like, you can call it that if you want. But I was watching the interview with her, and she was saying, which I think is a really nice, humble approach to it. She was like, I feel like I've got more development as an artist before I really want to call something my album.
Yeah, I hear it. I think it was similar to when we were talking about El Mean, where he said he wants to be able to look back and have a legacy of albums. Sure. And you don't want if you've still got places to improve and you can see the trajectory, you don't want to necessarily have that as the album. So
exactly.
Yeah, I hear it.
So yeah, she said she wanted this one to feel more casual, and she was like, at the time, I write songs about how I feel and then it come together. So she was like, I didn't even intend for this. She wasn't like, this is intentionally the huge body of work and this is track 9. So it was more of a casual music making experience, and she just enjoyed it. So we'll go through the journey to the project. So firstly, we're dating back a bit. So she was first putting out some stuff on SoundCloud 2019.
Okay.
So she put out a series of things called Goon Tears Mixes, which was basically like her musical inspo.
Yeah, crazy name, by the way, Goon Tears.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, fine. It's SoundCloud. Anything
goes over it's so SoundCloud.
Everything
so
goes
fair
over
play.
there. Fine.
And it was basically she wasn't mixing stuff. too tough, but it was like combination of songs. And it was like anything from like 5 tracks on the Goon Tears volumes to like 20 tracks or whatever. And it was like, this is the sonic backdrop to who I am. And I thought that was quite cool. It would range from anything from Daft Punk to Reggie Snow to like,
oh really?
Yeah, yeah, like eclectic, but people were really vibing with it.
Okay.
And they were like, this mood is something I'm about. Like, I want more.
Yeah.
So she kind of really set the tone for when she did like actually release some music. So we'll get into some of the other timeline stuff in a bit and the whys, but then obviously Weathered, come out 2023, and then there was like a year gap basically, and then she put out Pookie's Requiem, and then all of a sudden we're picking up the pace next month.
So that, yes, I mean that. So we're saying that's 2024 basically.
Yeah.
But she was featuring in a lot of things at that point, because that's the
she was featuring in a bit. Yeah,
because some of the songs that I mentioned, they were in like 2024, right? So
so Nascent was 2024.
Yeah,
she featured on a cruiser track actually.
Okay,
in 23.
All right,
they're like a 4-piece band. So she did a couple things, but I guess she also. Actually, let's get into it now. So doing that stuff, put out Weathered, and then she was basically putting out a bunch of demos on like social media.
Okay,
she's going hard on TikTok and putting out stuff that she was like, been making this. Putting out, what do people think? Or like, I'm just expressing in it. I don't know whether she had an intention of like whatever came of it. But
sorry, I don't know if you know this. Like, how old is she? We're saying?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna say mid to late 20s.
Let's chuck it out there. Now I'm saying.
Oh, I was right. Go on. Tell me what you think.
I was gonna say like 27.
Close, 26.
Okay, fine.
Good enough.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I guess it kind of explains the gap between SoundCloud 2019, Weather 2023, and then all of a sudden a project. And it's like, this feels like it's gone from 0 to 100. So, as I said, she's putting out these sort of like snippets essentially. And then there was a period where it basically caught the attention, of an A&R, who goes by the name of, Boo. Boo Tiam is his name. He's actually Akon's brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so like that family is clear.
Bro. What the hell? Okay.
So he's worked with some massive US artists.
Yeah.
And for the UK context of our podcast, he also signed Central C to Columbia Records.
Convict are still doing dirt out here. This is crazy. Okay. That's interesting.
Serious man in the music industry saw her TikTok and was like, firstly he was like, he DM'd her and was like, this is cold, let's chat. FaceTime? And she was like, rah.
Yeah.
So because also, I don't know if it was at the time, but his Insta has got a big following, but 0 posts.
Right.
So it's one of those ones is like,
who is this like mad, popular, famous person?
Exactly. So then one sometimes can be sus, innit?
Yeah.
So she was like, I ain't really got anything to lose, innit? So they spoke, and then he was like, I'm rocking with what you're doing. Like, you should come to Atlanta, I think it was, and like, we should chat.
Yeah.
So she went through with her 2 managers. She had a really good structure with her already. And they spoke, and she was just like, I really like the way that he did things, the way that he was very artist first and progressive and would really empower them in their artistic and creative vision.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is something I can get on board with. So let's work. So she, basically goes through his label, which is called Boo Vision.
Okay.
And that is in partnership with Atlantic Records.
Right. Okay.
Which is quite a cool partnership. So yeah, that happened, and that partnership is happening. So, then she did have music out under Sailor Goon that has subsequently sort of come down, and I can't really find it online.
Right.
So it's like, I guess, fresh start. And then Weathered comes, and then Pookie's Requiem comes, and that's got like a significant amount of streams. It did really well, captured a lot of attention.
So which was the first? Is Weathered the first single under the label?
I don't know. No. Pookie's Requiem was the debut.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay.
They might have signed that as well, but yeah, that was the debut, I believe. And so she put out that in tandem with a performance on the For Shooters Only YouTube channel, and it was From the Block performance video.
Okay. Which,
if you didn't know, was that same platform that Four Bats like went viral from.
Right. Okay.
So it was like not necessarily a tried and tested thing, but it was like, this has had form for like shooting.
This has worked.
Yeah. So it's like, so that also like really helped her trajectory as well. Suddenly that song went quite well. And then fast forward a touch, as I say, there was a new single sort of the month after just to keep the momentum. They put that as a 2-track with Pookie's Requiem. So it's like, if you're discovering this, here's the other one as well. And then fast forward into the new year, a month later, Summer Walker jumps on a remix. So all of a sudden it's like this big open door into like the wider R&B world.
Yeah.
So she followed that remix with a single called Cut Up, which came on February 13th. So a good play around Valentine's Day and a bit more like anti-Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
so you can imagine.
So Cut Up is my favorite. This is the first time I've used favorite today. Is my favorite Sailor song. And that is in the mixtape, right?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Okay, that's like my favorite as well.
Is it?
So big up your thing.
Look at you got some taste, bro. you got some flavor in you, bro. Yeah. So I actually we'll get into it in a bit, but I actually haven't listened to the full mixtape. So you're gonna have to persuade me to, or give me some other recommendations of that. You know.
So anyhow, then there was a couple singles, and then we land at the debut project, which is called tongue twister, From Florida's Finest.
Yeah,
is what it's called. So 14 tracks, including.
Oh, duh! I should have known she was from Florida. That's a stupid question, isn't it? Go on, continue.
So 14 tracks. There are 2 skits, no features. So I think a very nice establishing thing of, this is me.
This is me, bro.
This is me. And then she's followed up. Well, I say she's followed up. Her releases is followed up with Jordan Ward feature, as we've spoken about.
Yeah.
And then the flip with Summer Walker, so she now features on one of Summer's tunes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then she's released a tune called Locked In, which is like the first song of a new batch from the deluxe, basically. So there's going to be a deluxe in it'll be out by the time this drops. But yeah, December 2025, the deluxe is out.
Yeah,
handful of new tracks. And yeah, that's really the journey. The artwork on the album is interesting. It's basically her transforming into a cockroach, a few steps at a time. So when I first saw it, I was taken aback. So yeah, it's a nod to a book called Metamorphosis, and she said it speaks to like her journey of maturing and growing up. Obviously with a local take. So the cockroach thing, she was like, bro, in Florida there's cockroaches in every home. So that was kind of a nod to.
Is so grim.
I know, it's bad, isn't it? But that's a nod to that. And so she cites Andre 3000, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, King Cruel, Frank Ocean, and Solange as a bag of her main inspirations.
I'm not gonna lie, there's not a miss there. I'm not gonna lie.
Can't go wrong.
King Cruel, that take of King Cruel as well. Yeah, I rate it.
Clean, isn't it?
I rate it to take. So yeah, fair dues.
And then she's got 2 exec producers who will shout out because the music sounds really good. Zach Ezzy and Adam Krevlin. And they have also worked with Jordan Ward, Duckworth, Blast, and Sinead Harnett. So a nice sort of suite of people there. But they've really been on the come up with her.
Yeah. Okay.
From the jump. So that's really nice. And then, yeah, I guess coming to now, she had a tour summer, which was like America and London as well.
Okay.
She did one day in London, and then now she's currently on tour with Doja Cat on her world tour. Or yeah, I think world tour. So
can't
fair
really,
play.
Can't really go wrong with that, can you?
This is what I'm saying. So yeah, that's the overview. Now we'll come on to, I guess, some dialogue around it. So you said you've not listened to the tape, but Cut Up's your favorite tune.
Yeah, 100%.
So is that the tune that you would suggest people listening to if they're trying to get in?
If you haven't listened to the mixtape or Sailors, I would say, well, I haven't listened to the whole thing, so I can't really suggest, but I would say, yeah, listen to Cut Up for sure. As an entry to the artist as well. I think you can't really go wrong, and it's like a proper R&B tune.
I feel like I would also shout out a track called Will You Lie.
Okay.
That's one that I particularly like as well. And then the new one, Locked In, as well. That's fun as well.
Okay. So I'll give it a go.
Those ones I think are good. But yeah, the project overall is definitely good. I think Sailor said that her favorite is, I think obviously it changes as you would with an artist, but Girls Girl is one of her personal favorite ones as well.
Is the mixtape all kind of within theme in terms of that type of sound and genre? Obviously, I've only listened to kind of Cut Up and stuff. Does it randomly go in different directions, or is it kind of that this is the mixtape, this is me, this is this vibe.
Yeah. It's like encapsulating.
Oh, okay.
I think it shows off different elements of her vocal talent.
Yeah.
But yeah, largely it sits in the same sonic pocket. Largely.
Yeah.
And then on a themes point of view, so it speaks really to, I guess, like healing, I guess, but also that sort of like almost like speaking playfully to negative experiences type thing.
Yeah.
And she said in an interview that healing, like for her, has been like quite non-linear. And she's, it's also broad. It's like she spoke about growing pains as she's like becoming an artist and identity stuff, especially as we've spoken about with the heritage thing, but also losing friends along the way as well.
Yeah.
Recovering from heartbreak, finding community as an artist. Like it's quite, it's a different world, isn't it? You are a creative and you're also, people flock to you because of your artistry, but then finding friends, I can imagine if you don't have that established from the jump, it might be challenging.
Like having, to like make new friends in that world and for them to be like authentic and like true and not just like kind of trying to either get something out of you or like, just trying to be near you and stuff. Like, that must be kind of hard to navigate.
100%. So yeah, she's spoken about wanting to make like albums and stuff. But yeah, the deluxe is going to be the first I guess next step in that.
So what are we saying? We reckon an album back in the next year, you reckon? Maybe?
Yeah, if it's a mixtape, it'll be a project for sure, I would say.
If it's a mixtape, I reckon you could bang an album the next year. If this was an album, I'll be like, next album 20.
Yeah, maybe 18 months type.
Yeah. Would you say that type of R&B is probably, the demographic is probably not us, isn't it? Would you say? It's more like women.
Right.
Oh, flip it out. He's ready for this question.
I thought I'd rapped.
Oh my God. I didn't know. I brought something alive in you.
Man said that Kermit gift. I mean, is it in essence, I would say. But
what you say
it's more like
it's more female,
younger female leaning, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay.
Like late teens to mid 20s like single female, someone's hurt you, or you're going through it. Like, not. Maybe someone's not hurt you, but maybe life is life, bro. And it's like, or this is my escape.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like one of them. Like you want to. I'm the same. I like to hear like emotional stuff sometimes, but as long as it's got a vibe to it. I mean, that was one of the things that made Drake so popular back in the day, right? It's like you'd get a bit emotional. Of course, stuff, you're like, oh yeah,
and he can do like the man down tune that's hype, and he can do the gal tune, or the sexy tune. Yeah,
I hear it.
But the thought that I evoked was one of the quotes from an interview that I picked up from her was she said, which I quite like. Even if it's a middle-aged white man, I hope he feels like, wow, girlhood, amazing.
Yeah.
Now I understand. So I was like, oh, cool. Like I like the way that you're thinking about it and the way that you want people to come across it, and you're also not thinking like, I need to make something for the mandem to engage with. It's like this is what is, isn't it? But I hope that you see the perspective and you appreciate it.
Yeah. Because I think I'm one of those guys. I think at the moment, I need to give this mixtape a proper listen to. Maybe
because it's quite pink and lacy, and she does the ribbon in the hair thing, and she does the cutesy pigtails and stuff. But then there's also like she does like the stomper shoes and like some of the more like streetwear fits and stuff. The pink theme was very much around from Florida's finest, I feel like. But, yeah, man. You reckon we done enough on the drive home? You can be bumping the tape.
Yeah, I think so. I think I have to, right? Yeah,
you gotta check it.
Yeah, we've done enough. I think, especially after hearing some of her influences and that. Like they're all artists I like. So I've got to tune in 100%.
All right, cool. Well, as ever, thanks to everyone for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna check out your recent rotations.
I might. I'll check out. Well, yes, I'll check out John Bellion. I'll check out SAILOR, and then I'll try to do the recent rotations. We'll see how much time I have.
Let's see. All right, cool. Well, let's call it there. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Until next time.
Peace.